2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fields on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. On the counter, here's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 50, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and, yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Jones again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a throw here to his running back. That'll give him 8 that time, and it's a 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On play action, Fields.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Off play action, Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Fields. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
21, Seahawks, nothing. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He'll find Metcalf, pushing his way through. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, catch is made by Metcalf. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Again, Wilson. Flushed out right.
That's complete to Swain.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 78 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
36, Seahawks 8. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From midfield now, here's Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Escaping the pressure. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Duvernay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And not much happening on the return. Get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? And under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Brown has the first down and much more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence.